Nigeria in the most ruthless regime in the country's history. Notoriously, he had jailed and executed his opponents, including human rights activist Ken Saro-Wiwa. But most of all, he looted the country. Before he died 2 years ago, he stole between $4 and $10 billion. At least $500 million went through London. Now Nigeria's new democratic government wants it back.
This is our money. We have proven that it is our money. Freeze the account.
Something about the referendum. So do you think his insistence on this referendum would definitely pay?
Of course, it will definitely work out. You know, it will definitely work the way we are clamoring for it. Because a referendum has been going on in so many other parts of the world. And that is just to find out the people's stand on any given matter, especially when it comes to the issue of nation building. People always make choices of where they want to belong. Do you understand? So in our own case, it's not going to be different. And they understand the language very well. That the best way to do it, because war, going through war, will cause a lot of things. It will cost the United Nations a whole lot. It will cost the European Union a whole lot. You know, we talked about yesterday. We saw a headline that the European Parliament, donated 103 million to Zamfara State for IDP camp. So this one now is just for people who are passing through malnutrition and the whole lot. And you remember last time we were in war, they massacred us in great number. Our people died. Many of our people were subjected to hunger, and it cost a whole lot of things to the world. So I don't think it's nice to allow such to happen again, because this time around it is not just going to affect one side. It is going to affect both sides, both the Nigerian state and the Biafran side. There is no two ways about it, because our leader will always say it. They will kill us, we will kill them, but in the end Biafra will come. It is true, they are killing us. They are putting us into all manner of suffering and inhuman treatment. But I still stand with our leader, Mazen Amdekano, that the best way to resolve this matter in a peaceful manner is via referendum. And I still urge the world, the United Nations, the European Parliament, the African Union, though nobody really knows their own stand. I would say that that union is a third union, but on their own path, I would also advise them to stand with IPOB, to stand with Biafra on this agitation, and to make sure that this referendum is being conducted, because our freedom is going to add a lot of tests to Africa continent. Our freedom, when the referendum is conducted, our freedom successfully, gotten, and will become a sovereign state recognized in all this, in all parts of the world. We have all it takes, both in human resources and natural resources, to make Africa a better place. Of course, so many things happening in Africa country today, and we do not want a situation where people will begin to see us as not a genuine nation or not a rightfully, sovereign state. But we want it to be done in a way that every world will understand it and know that, yes, we are sovereign state, recognized in all parts of the world, United States, United Nations, European Parliament, EU, and everybody, so that we will have all the ground, we will have what it takes, to give out what we have. Do you understand? We have the opportunity to give out whatever thing we want to give to make Africa continent a better place. Some people will always, wonder, why do we keep talking about Africa? Why do we talking about Nigeria? But exactly what we have come to do, it is not all about restoring Biafra, but it is all about making Africa a better place. And we must do that when we have our, sovereignty and our nation as our own. So that is why we urge them to support what we are doing. Insisting on referendum is a better option. Do you understand? Not that we do not have all it takes to go to war with Nigeria. Of course, our leader have always made it known to them that if this happens, Somalia will be better compared to Nigeria. We have all it takes. I remember vividly what Gowon, the former head of state, said some time ago, think in 2017, he said so, that Biafra is more sophisticated now. Even a layman in the street know it. We are not boasting about it, but we know what we can do. But being peaceful and loving people, people that love human beings, because we are called by this, mmado. So we love human beings. We do not want to, destroy lives and property. That is exactly the reason why we are calling on the United Nations, the European Parliament, the United States, AU, African Union, and every concerned persons in the world to support Biafra referendum as soon as possible, because more harm that has been done than good. And allowing this to, linger may get us to go to that point of war. And by the time that happens, I tell you, Somalia will be better compared to what Nigeria will be. So I still stand with our leader, Mazen Amekano, that the world should support Biafra referendum, because that is the best option. And we will continue to agitate until that happens. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let's look at the next one. Nigeria's breakup impossible, says Fashola. Contrary to insinuations from some quarters that Nigeria is on the verge of breaking, given agitations of ethnic colorations, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, the Minister of Housing and Works, has emphatically posited that the country cannot break up, adding that it is just impossible. He made his position known while delivering his speech as the keynote speaker at the Lagos State University Tuesday on the Ojo main campus of the institution. He noted that every available index showed that the country could not break up even on an ethical basis. Buttressing his point, Fashola insisted that there were too many marriages across the Nigerian ethnical borders to allow for its break. And his wife will now be forced to part ways, or business associates suddenly become estranged on the basis of ethnicity. He went ahead to actually cite the result of a research poll yet to be published, which reveals at least 72% of respondents across the tribes insist on Imo. Hello, Maz. Good morning from here. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, whatever, and then Mercy, Victor, okay, Friday, sorry. Jefferson, I'm saying good morning to you all as we
to see a live streaming conference. So now a lot of people are asking, why was there no video evidence of our leader addressing the EU Parliament? A lot of them accuse that he actually went there, just to take pictures and then gather people, address the indigenous people of Biafra, and then come out. What's your take? What's your response to that, please?
My sister, in every event, there must be history. Without event, history not be emerged. So the enemies will keep on watching and talking, and by the time they know what is happening or what is going to happen, Biafra has been emerged. Because let me just tell you, that very place that our leader went, and not an ordinary individual. They saw the police there. It's not a rented, it's not a Photoshop. And they saw him going into the vessel, and again coming out from that place. The question they should have asked is that very place kind of allowed to go in with cameras, or is it? But anyway, we have the video. But when time comes, the video will be played. So that is how you know when a leader is doing the right thing. People must surely come out with some irrelevant issues. They should wait because it's too early to judge. You cannot judge a crippled man inside the vehicle because everybody are seated. You will only know the crippled person when the vehicle stops at the bus stop and everybody is kind of getting down. By that time, you'll be able to detect. So you need some patience. So, and no other people that are asking such questions that the enemies of Biafra. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. But do you think, this is a diplomatic move, and I think our leader once said they had agreements with the people, when the lobbying was going on, when the lobbying started, that some diplomatic moves are not meant to be revealed. And of course, Don't you think that could be the reason, because of the diplomacy? And then there should be some secret things that are discussed there. So do you think the video is ever going to come out, or maybe until we start seeing results of the meetings?
My sister, the video will come out in a due time.
Okay.
The video will come out in a due time. So they don't have to drink raffia wine while palm wine is on the way coming. So they shouldn't bother themselves. It is our own visit, not the visit of Nigerian or the zoo. It's our visit. So they don't have to make out some certain issues out of. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Our leader. You saw our leader there as they asking for videos.
Thank you so much. All right, this moment we'll go on a very short break so that we'll play the video clip of our leader's presence at the AU Parliament addressing the indigenous people of Biafra. Stay tuned.
Carry on. Every effort made by the zoo has failed to demonstrate our coming here today. Have destroyed it completely. Watch it, okay. And the same way that we have gone into this very parliament to preach Biafra, so shall we go to Washington to preach Biafra. Watch it, okay.
That you are going to block me.
The next place is the United Nations. There is nothing our enemies can do to us.
Nothing. They
called us today we are out here in the open. Jubril cannot come here. No. Miatiala cannot come here. But IPOB is here. I said that Biafra has come. I said that Biafra has come.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Welcome back. This is Sunrise Daily News Analysis on Biafra Television. And of course, you just finished watching the video clip of our leader addressing the indigenous people of Biafra at the European Parliament in Brussels, Belgium. Okay, so let's look at the next one. A senior advocate of Nigeria, a son saying that Nigeria cannot break up because of the ethnic relationship. Maybe a Yoruba marrying an Hausa. What do you think? What do you make out of this point? Saying the breakup of Nigeria is impossible is a different one, but the reasons he gave, are they reasonable enough?
People speak maybe because of the way they view things, and some people speak because of the way they see things, and some people speak out of experience. And from what he said here, I totally disagree with him. Maybe he should go to the street of Lagos and conduct interview of marriage that stayed or lasted for years, and all of a sudden, the marriage break up, and nobody know. Even sometimes if you listen to the stories of the couples, then it is not something that would even lead to the breakup of the marriage. So many divorce, and bringing it to this perspective, the breakup of Nigeria is 99.9% completed and done. So it's not all about whether Nigeria is going to break up or not. Nigeria has already broken up, like I continue to say. Nigeria has expired, everybody knows that. And keeping an expired product is causing more harm to yourself. If it is something that contains fire, or if it is something that can explode, one day it may explode, and the danger will be very, very disastrous. So he is just talking because of the things that he's benefiting from Nigeria. He's just 1% out of 100%. So if 1% out of 100% is just saying Nigeria will not break, then you should know that it's not working. because his voice is just as low as anything. So the voice of the other 99% has even outlouded his own. There are so many people who are still hiding under the umbrella of Nigeria cannot break. Or they are still hiding under the umbrella of Nigeria and saying that Nigeria cannot break because of the peanuts they are getting from Nigeria government, because of what they are benefiting from Nigerian state. And that is exactly what this man is trying to do. He must protect his work, because everybody, wherever you are working, as a good, employed person, you must work hard to protect your work. You must work assiduously to make sure that you protect the work of your boss. So the man is just trying to protect the work of his boss because of the pay that he is receiving, not minding that there are so many people out there who has even completed the breakup of Nigeria. So on his own part, he do not have a good evidence or good proof that Nigeria is not going to break. At least if you say something, you should be able to tell us how is this going to work. The problem we keep having with people, clamoring for one Nigeria, clamoring for the betterment of Nigeria, is that they do not have what it takes to say or to give us and say, this is what we are going to do to make Nigeria work. They will only continue to, talk about it on air. They keep talking about it, writing about it on the newspapers. Nigeria, let's come together and make Nigeria good. Nigeria will be better. But how? When everything that's supposed to be put in place, when everything that's supposed to come to pass, or when everything that's supposed to occur for the country to be better, none of it is taking place in the contraption called Nigeria. And you are still telling us that Nigeria is going to be better. Instead, you just keep forming coalition everywhere, here and there. Keep making publications on the newspapers, keep talking all manner of things, bardash on the newspapers and the front pages of the paper and, on radios. All you keep telling us is that Nigeria is going to be better. How is it going to be better? That is the question. What are the administration of even this, what do you call him, Buhari, late Buhari, now replaced by an impostor from Sudan, Jubre, is doing to make sure that Nigeria will be better? When the economy is not working, the security is not working, the health sector is not working, the education is not working. These are the things that if you begin to get it right, you know that the nation is going to work. But when all these things has collapsed, it totally means that the nation can no longer hold. It's something that people should get to their brain. And it is high time people should begin to think that the center can no longer hold. Every other person clamoring for one Nigeria is benefiting from Abuja, is benefiting from Aso Rock. That person is benefiting from the allocation coming direct to the states. And the little that they share to the local government, area council. That is exactly the thing keeping them or saying that Nigeria is going to be better and Nigeria is going to remain one. Marriage is not by force. You have the right to say, okay, I am done. I want to go. And that is exactly what we have done. We are tired of this marriage. And we are going, meaning we are going. And from all indication and from what is happening from all parts of the world and what the move IPOB is making is a clear indication that Nigeria can no longer work. It is only the gullibles, it is only the fools, it is only those that have refused to reason with their common sense that still been, deceived by this. Besides, the man who is talking now, ask yourself, how many persons listen to him? How many people does he control? How many people what is the level of weight his words command?
Okay.
So Nigeria has already broken up. There's no two ways about it. And the man is just making, cock and bull stories.
All right, thank you so much. Mazi Elvis, I also want you to, contribute to this particular issue. Fashola, a senior advocate of Nigeria, given reasons Nigeria will not break up, according to him, because of intertribal marriage, number one. Number two, business between people of different ethnic groups. How do you see his points or those reasons he gave? And because of that, he said Nigeria breakup is totally impossible, not even difficult, but impossible. What's your take, please?
My sister, it is only a blind man, you can convince that there is no oil in the soup, and he will accept it. But when you go ahead to tell him or her that there is no salt, he has to react, because he has the sanity of test. His test is still intact. So if Fashola, you call him San, advocate of Nigeria, we have seen the San and the advocate with their devil advocacy in Nigeria yesterday. You will now tell me is that the way the judiciary, the advocacy, the court and law of that very in the world is being a kind of operated or peddled. And if this is inter-tribal marriage or whatever, which means he agreed that the Nigeria was amalgamated and Nigeria was just a contraction. He just agreed that the inter-tribal this thing. Now, if Nigeria is working, I want to ask Fashola, why is he taking or looting the money that belongs to the zoo and sending it abroad? How many investment does he have in the Nigeria? Where is his kind of factories? Where is his children? Where are they studying? Then why is he going to the foreign land for medical checkup and medical treatments? What happens to the hospitals in the zoo? Let me just tell you, the only thing that keeps Nigeria one right now, the pillar that keeps Nigeria one, is from the Biafra land, and that very pillar has been lapidated. It's just like we are about 3 times a particular load, and we agreed that when I gave to you, when you carried it to some point, I will take it from you and carry it to some point, and the other person will take it to some point to get to our destination. And I take the load of the burden upon my shoulder, only me walking a distance, hoping that when I've gotten to a place that I need to relieve myself, so that you continue to tell me, don't worry, we are getting closer, I will give you peanuts, and I carry the burden, I carry the pain to make sure that, because of love, I continue walking, and you see me going down, you see me a kind of depreciating from what I'm doing, and you see me slumping. You say, don't worry, he's there. Why don't you carry the burden? He said, no, you cannot carry that very burden. Okay, what are they? He said, no, 2 of them, we see that we can go and get there, we'll get to that very place, we give you the fattest gift. And at the end of it, the person slumped, the person that carried the load slumped and died. And all both of you took over the benefit of those things, and clamoring that we have gotten to the destination. But while it was one particular person, who are those people? It is from the Biafra land, despite all the what the flavors from Igbo land are saying. Let me just tell you, anybody that comes up to tell you, because the other day, yesterday it was Sultan of Sokoto. Today, now, it was it is Fashola. Maybe tomorrow another person. I will ask them to go and check. Why is it that their lawyer, their barristers, their elected colleagues, we are sleeping while a very big confiscated authority called Kama have been spoken in the court yesterday, and all of them were out. Nobody reacted, because I remember that when such a thing happens, some people say, my objection, my lord. But nobody speaks. All of them were silent until the more than 4 to 5 hours. Reading of scripture rule and everything is being done. They say that this thing is cancelled and the thing is now going to Buhari, and all of them said yes. Don't you see how dilapidated, how damaged, how destroyed, demonical Nigeria is? And it comes out to tell me that Nigeria will not divide. Let me just tell you, all the people that says that word are politicians. The people that has all it takes, they thought they have the gun, they have the money, they have all it takes, right? And after their children are overseas. That those of them that are criminal and miscreant, like they said, because the miscreant cannot rule Nigeria. Miscreant don't have rights. Despite his certificate, he cannot have a good job, miscreant cannot even rule or have a destiny, kind of control his own destiny. We'll continue to subjugate, and even each time we need blood for sacrifice, we'll kill them, and at will we will mount some pressures on their products, and they collect some dividends from them and make their life miserable. You know, so it's only politician that comes up to speak and say that kind of word. If there is no other person, but all individuals, those that know the value of freedom, always clamors and say that we need freedom. And what I'm saying here this morning is that we need freedom, and that freedom we must get, whether they like it or not. No matter how the grammatical, political correctness they use, we must get to our destination. Our destination is what? Biafra, and Biafra must celebrate. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let's look at the next one. First batch of Nigerians seen leaving South Africa. The first batch of Nigerians were filmed leaving South Africa following the renewed attack unleashed on the foreigners in the country. Punch newspaper reports that 84 Nigerians were expected to be in the country on Wednesday at 2 p.m. local time via the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, in company of officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In a fresh update, the ministry had explained that although 313 Nigerians were confirmed to form the first batch of evacuees, only 84 of them could arrive because they were the ones cleared to embark on the flight to Nigeria. The Nigerian nationals were seen leaving the country in a bus for their flight back to their homeland. The second batch will be leaving on Thursday. Okay, according to what we have here, just 80 of them, 84 of them, and then it was supposed to be about 300 and
600, I think.
No, 600 was the whole names gathered so far, but the first day was supposed to be about 300 and yeah. So today we have just something of them, and we also have a report that South African authorities arrest returning Nigerians at the airport. And according to this news, they said those who were cleared. So what could have stopped them from being cleared? What actually do you think is going on? Okay, we have the video of them celebrating and singing. You know, the returnees. At least they came back with their life. That's the most important. But you know, someone posted something on Facebook. He said, "It's really pathetic that you are singing and rejoicing, coming back from the same place you ran away from." And it's not as if you're coming to meet it better. You're coming back to meet it worse than it was when you ran away. From frying pan to fire.
Anyway, this matter is not something that anybody should laugh at, because the South African government and her citizens, they are committing a crime, if I must put it that way. You know, these people, they suffered to get to the country. They paid. They bought the visa, and when they came, they established their businesses. They pay tax to the government. They pay revenue. And all of a sudden, you woke up and say, we don't need you again, for no just reason. Because we have heard from so many people in South Africa, and the reasons they are giving to be behind this decision of the South African citizens and sponsored or perhaps supported by their government is not something that anybody should even listen to. I think I've listened to about 3 to 4 women that say that while they are after the lives of Nigerians, you know, being so much eager for them to leave their country is because they are running after them. I mean, their women are running after Nigerians. And when I listen to this, it's very, very something that nobody should listen to. But that is even the truth. But because these people are myopic, they have taken up to this level of attack, killing of people and destroying their property. And on the side of returning, anyway, that is the best thing that should happen. No matter how anybody see it, there is nothing that is better now to do. Once upon a time, this happens to anybody. And the best thing they could do is to take the challenge, accept it, come back home, and start building. This goes a long way to tell them that there is a lot of work to do. Where we left, hoping and looking for a greener pasture, you know, things to make both ends meet. When we got there, the people rejected us. If people reject you, you cannot reject yourself. If people reject you, you cannot force yourself to them. So no matter what, you should come back home now that some of them are back. What you have to do is to take the bull by the horn. Take the challenge upon yourself to restore your nation. Do you understand? Go back. Everybody that returned, they have where they came from. Some people understand that some of them are not from the Hariwa, ethnicity, the Nigerian side. Many of them are Igbos. Many of them are Biafrans. Come back home. Let us join hands together and restore our nation. Call it our own. Make it better. I know by the time we got our nation restored, there is no doubt about it, we are going to definitely make it better to South Africa. South Africa is even going to look like maybe one of the best, one of the worst village in Biafra land. The underdeveloped village, remote village in Biafra land would look better than South Africa. Remember what our leader said. He said that by the time we finish or we are done with this city, we are done building Biafra. If you are eating, your food fell on the ground, you will pick it and put it inside your mouth again. That is for you to, qualify how neat and how beautiful this city will be. So I want you to see beyond today. Look at the things you are going to see, how we are going to build this city. And if you did not join hands now, I wonder what will be your position, because you have been rejected in South Africa, you have been rejected in Nigeria. You cannot reject yourself. So those of you that came from Yorubas or Yoruba land or Oduduwa, you should also take it upon yourself to restore your nation. Don't hide under the umbrella of what other people are doing, and maybe you don't want to receive the suffering, you don't want to pass through persecution, and you keep suffering forever and ever. Shore is out there. There are some people who mean business to restore your nation, though they have not actually done it right. But I believe that by the time Shore comes out of this incarceration and detention, he will make it well and straightforward and say, this is what I need. So these people coming back is a welcome development to me. I welcome it because it is going to make you to take the challenge upon yourself to restore your nation, to restore your dignity. And the South African government arresting people who are coming back, I think it is just being foolish of you. People you are chasing out of your city, you should even help them. I think you are the one that's supposed to help them. Even this, the aircraft that our brother donated, the airpiece donated, to go and, bring them back. It is you who's supposed to do so. If it is a Western world where things works well, if they want to deport you, what do? They just take you to the airport and take you to your country. Do you understand? But this time, they left them there, stranded, and why are they even holding them back, if I may ask? That is barbaric. That is just to tell you that Africa still have a long way to go. Africa is still very far. And that is exactly the reasons why we are clamoring to get Biafra restored, because we are going to set the pace that other people will follow. Now that we have not even got our sovereign nation, we are doing exploit. Everywhere is developed. We are civil. Democracy started from our land. So we are going to build a home for Africa. And that is exactly the thing we are clamoring for. So what South Africa is doing till tomorrow is not acceptable. I do not like it at all. And I condemn it totally. And it is something that we should take as a challenge to do what is needful to restore our nation, to restore our dignity, to make it the best it's supposed to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Mazi Elvis, let's look at the remaining ones. Buhari overqualified to contest presidential election. Buhari overqualified to contest presidential election, court rules. Then presidential tribunal, what Buhari's victory means to Nigerians, how Judicial is celebrating. And tribunal judgment is victory for Nigerians, says President Buhari. So what do you have to say about all this? When we were telling the articulators, they felt we were joking, but today this is the result. So what's your take on all these happenings? Okay, Mazioge, can you say something about that?
It's very, very pathetic and is a disgrace of the highest order. The Nigerian judiciary is a disgrace to humanity. It's a slap on the face of judiciary all over the world. Seeing this evidence everywhere. In fact, the statement of Lai Mohammed few days before yesterday, before the tribunal sat in Abuja to take this disgusting decision is enough to disqualify Muhammad Buhari, or perhaps let Muhammad Buhari, because now he's gone and Jubril Aminu Al-Sudani is on board. We continue to tell people that so that they will not feel we don't know what we are saying. So it is enough to disqualify whoever that is there, whoever that is wearing the shoe of Buhari, in Aso Rock as the president of Nigeria, saying that Buhari misplaced his certificate. Being 50-something years, he sat for the WAEC, is enough to disqualify him. If he attended any college, where did he attend college? Where did he obtain that certificate? And from the evidence, the practical evidence that was given, I think PDP gave 15 evidence, while APC gave 11 evidence. So it is very, very clear that they won this case. I'm talking about how the election was conducted. The election was conducted in a manner that everybody know was filled up with a lot of chaos, a lot of crisis took place, a lot of rigging, and electoral malpractice took place. All of us witnessed what happened there. There were massive rigging of the election, underage voting in the north, and in so many places, election did not take place because of violence, snatching of electoral bosses, and all of these things they saw it, but because the Nigerian judiciary has been taken over by the executive, the appointment of this Tanko Mohammed, the technician chief judge. Do you understand?
The flight
chief judge
driver
is enough to tell you that they have manipulated everything. Nigeria. It is only during the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's regime that we saw things happen at least the way it's supposed to have happened.
Okay.
And that was why they tagged him to be weak. But every other administration in Nigeria, as long as administration is concerned, is autocracy in democratic container. So what Buhari administration, late Buhari administration is delivering to Nigeria now is just dictatorship. The judiciary has no say. They allow themselves to be bribed. So it's not a welcome development at all. It's a slap on the face of the judiciary. I must be honest with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Before we went back on a break, Mazi Elvis, what's your take on the Judicial Tribunal ruling yesterday and the celebration going on? According to Buhari, said victory. Nigerians are happy that the victory. Finally, he was victorious. Same thing with Ojius Okalo and others. They are celebrating without the masses or the citizens celebrating. What's your take and what message do you have for the articulators?
To say over the cowardice and the stupidity and animalistic idiocy via the criminals celebrating. I don't know why God are silent on all these people when he said he was thunder to destroy them. I don't know where all these native doctors that always give people elephantitis, where they are. I don't know where these people that call themselves friend makers, where all these people that give people tuberculosis, where they are, people that take another man's life, where they are, when all these things are going on and they keep quiet. Criminals celebrating terrorism, celebrating tyranny, celebrating hunger, celebrating criminality, celebrating, and people are joining them into. My sister, just don't you watch that yesterday? Only one man was mounted to read and continue reading and reading and reading and reading. No objection. Nobody objected. nobody subjected, nobody added, nobody argued. And they were there just like a statue. They were there like Alose, like Amadioha. You know, they keep quiet just like the gods of Asians. They didn't say a word. At the end of it all, the thing was rude. Even a blind, what kind of country are we, what kind of government are we running? What kind of country are we kind of expecting to see in the next 4 years? People don't have conscience. For the little few days or few years that this man has governed, everywhere has turned upside down because his name is Buhari. That is, has turned everything upside down. And people are dying day in, day out. Okay, the lives of Nigerians in South Africa, if not for APs, Nigeria have aircraft to bring them back. And they are celebrating wickedness. They are celebrating witchcraft. They are celebrating killings. I ask again, where are all these criminals that always go to the poor man's houses and kidnap them and kill them and take away their destiny? Time has come for you to fight all your battle, those that have been fighting you. These people that are waiting for a common man to come back and they give them tuberculosis. The time has come. You send thunder, you send it to these people, and you still allow them. You still allow them to celebrate. My sister, this is quite pathetic. Because I can't believe it. Not even I'm not supporting anybody. But that judiciary in Nigeria has failed. The only judiciary that works in Nigeria is these three arms that I've mentioned, and I always mention every time. S-Men, Mieti Allah, and Boko Haram. These are the three arms of the government that this man or this Northerners or these Fulanis are using. Every other ones are they are impostors. Can't you see the CJN of Nigeria? The man that has no certificate. A common Sharia law judge made the CJN of Nigerians, and all the domains in National Assembly accepted nobody's speech. How much more? How do you expect victory yesterday? To happen yesterday? I don't know why God is still wasting time. Let the whole ground open and swallow everybody in that country. Let everybody go and rest. I'm telling you, let that ground open.
I'm not joining you. I've not enjoyed enough, so I'm not going. So God should not come now or whatever. So we are only praying for Nigeria to be destroyed, because that country has caused a whole lot of evil, a whole lot of atrocities. So
okay, now my sister, my sister, what is Abakiele doing in the court? What concerns Abakiele with what was happening?
President,
because what was his presence doing in the court yesterday? That is to tell you that you are going nowhere. And people allowed him, all our majoris, everybody, police, when this basically Duke, so everybody is showing hands to emancipate and commemorate and kind of clap and jubilate killings. What has they achieved? No infrastructure, no good road, no electricity, no hospital. Even the rate of dollar is skyrocketed. Everything has changed. People are celebrating failure, and you are here clamoring. All these prayer warriors in the churches, what are they praying for? You pray, die. Yet nobody's dying, and you continue praying for the whole years. And yet your enemies are prospering every year. Is they tell you, my sister, I am not happy. Thank you very much.
You're not happy. I know. That's why we are here. That's why we want to ensure that Nigeria is destroyed, and it's thank you so much, Marty. Thank you so much. I understand, but it's really painful that not just because of what happened, but because the citizens, you see youth,
they don't even seem to be,
they don't seem to understand, or maybe say something or do something to change the situation. They are just comfortable. That is why when they see animals. Exactly.
And they are not, you cannot expect them to do anything. It is you, face your problem and tackle it. Face it and tackle it. And when IPOB is facing the problem that the whole general is supposed to face, they are calling us names. But we must not stop, because it's out of their ignorance. That is why they are doing all these things.
That's the mental slavery leaders.
And we must liberate them.
Yeah, they must be liberated. All right, this moment we'll be going on a break. So we urge you to stay tuned. We'll be right back. When we return, the lines will be open for you to call in and make your contributions. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Let's go there. We are now. No come Nigeria, no come.
Police, I don't go. Police, I don't go. I don't go for that. I get a police.
Son, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. Biafra, we are down for you to come alive. Biafra, we are down for you to come alive. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us. I'm a Biafran, son of King of Kings. Tell me who's not that, show you saboteurs every day, hitting us hard. Same old shit, lambs, I know them by their names. Don't really give a fuck about what they do on the shit they say. They low money more, so they sold us out, you know, divide the road, don't walk no more. Cause IPOB put us through, no guns, no bombs, we don't play no games. Still go fight to the end of this earth, and we'll never go stop till we get our freedom. On Biafra we stand. To hell with them criminals, Nigeria, Britain, fucking gold diggers, all-time haters. Get off our land, we don't want you here. And if you catch head fellas, we don't really care. Get them thieves off our land. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. For you to come alive. Biafra, we are down for you to come alive. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. Yeah, it's a brother King Chad. We ain't never gonna stop till we get our freedom. First and first with indigenous people, owners of the land, you don't vote in here. Biafra first, I put it out there. Know you gon' come through when I come through. Look around you, who do you see? Children of the most high God in here. BBC, fake news everywhere. Genocidal, subjugate, keep blowing your lies. Relegate Biafrans to the background. Long live the queen, long live in hell. You kill 6 million, you claim it's wrong. Biafra genocide is Biafra Holocaust. Biafra blood rests on your conscience. Lied about the war, you lied about your kills. 18 your own was all theft stolen. Loyalty should have killed also when you had the chance. Now we are here to speak and tell the truth. Desert dwellers, Suicidal questions, Fulani henchmen, go back to where you came from. We don't want ya. Biafrans, we here and we still go live in the land of the rising sun. Biafra, puppets and parasites, leave us the fuck alone. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore, anymore. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. Biafra, we are dying for you to come alive. Biafra, we are dying for you to come alive. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore, anymore. People of the land of the rising sun, can't nobody take away what belongs to us anymore. Nigeria, breathe in. Biafra don't owe you nothing. Get off our back.
Daily news analysis on Biafra television, and right now the lines are open for you to call in and make your contributions. Let's hear from you. What do you think? What's your take based on the topics we've discussed so far? Call us on WhatsApp on 0905 6608583 0905 6608583. That's our WhatsApp number. Then our phone line is 0702 0353706. Our phone line once again 0702 0353706. Our Skype and Facebook ID is at Sunrise BTV. Call us and make your contributions. Don't forget also that when you call, you'll be speaking for just 2 minutes. And of course, you have to turn off your gadgets or the devices you're using, whether the TV or radio or your phone set, whatever you're using, you have to turn it off before calling us, so that, or you move away from it, so we can have an effective communication. Thank you so much. And of course, we are also soliciting for your sponsorship, your partnership, partner with us to get this place running, to get stable internet, because we are having lots of issues that need to be fixed. So please, we urge you to, reach out to us whichever way you can, financially, materially, whatever you can provide. It will be acceptable. Thank you so much for that. Hello, call on the phone. Hello, call on the phone. Can you hear me? We have another caller there on the phone. Hello, good morning from here. Hello. Welcome to the program. That's the network we are talking about. It's really poor. Another caller there. Hello.
Yeah, Master Victor, good morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
And Sister. Yeah, my name is Emeka. I'm calling.
Okay.
I'm talking about Nigerian break.
Can you turn down the... Okay, just turn off your radio and call back. Turn it off and you call us back.
Mazi, okay. By the I'm Mazi Avis. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. This is your humble brother Mazi Ekuke from Omaya province. That's calling from Judicial province. We just want to go straight to the point to react on what one of